trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric? The Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. What if they've captured you? Oh gods, where are they taking us?
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Tullius, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with.
Sure. Mara, Dibella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
Look at him. General Tullius, the military governor. And it looks like the Dalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this. This is Helgen. I used to be sweet on a girl from here. Wonder if Vilod is still making that mead with juniper berries mixed in. Funny, when I was a boy, Imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
Who are they, Daddy? Where are they going?
We need to go inside with the car.
Why? I want to watch the soldiers.
Inside the house. Now.
Whoa.
Yes, Papa.
Get these prisoners out of the carts. Move it!
Why are we stopping?
Why do you think? End of the line. Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
No, wait! We're not rebels!
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them, we weren't with you! This is a mistake!
Step towards the block when we call your name. One at a time.
Empire loves their damn lists.
Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood. Lokir of Rorikstead.
No, I'm not a rebel! You can't do this!
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me!
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward. Who are you?
Okay. Welcome to Meepus Plays Skyrim. I haven't given any thought to what race we will be. The default is Nord, because that's what makes canonic sense for the situation that we're currently in. However, I really like going Argonian, and we're just going to do it because, as you can see, that's cool as hell. Finish a name. No, I'm not quite done yet. Oh yeah, it's a little weird how this works. I have to manually click to the next tab. Yeah, I'll do a boy because I'm a boy. Let's check out the presets. Ooh. I like this one. I like this one too. Let's go with this, but I want, not that. I want my hair. I want that leaf thing on my head because that's cool as hell. Yeah, that's it. Let's make it, like, is there like a deep green, like a really dark green, or a deep blue even? This is okay, this is okay. Ooh, I like that. Let's go with this. Finish a name, that's right. Now what shall I call you? I'll just call you Meepus Morbus.
Are you a relative of one of the Riften dockworkers, Agonian? Captain, what should we do? He's
Neat
not on the
thing
list.
from a 2011
Forget the
game.
list. He goes to the block.
They give
By
you
all
adjusted
orders.
dialogue based on the race
I'm
that you
sorry.
select.
We'll make sure your remains are returned to Black.
This was enormous at the time.
Follow the captain, prisoner.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the 8 divines upon you.
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over.
Learn our as you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all morning. My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
You Imperial bastards!
Justice!
Death to the Stormcloak.
So the exposition
That's
that's
fearless
being
and
laid
dead,
out here
as he was
is
in
that
life.
we're in the midst of a civil war in the region of Skyrim, which is the Stormcloaks, these blue guys, versus the Imperials, the red guys.
Next prisoner.
The red guys, who are currently executing us, are just the people who are regularly in charge here, and the blue faction, the Stormcloaks, are rebels. Really? You're not even going to move the other head? Come on, man.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries. What do you see?
It's in the clouds!
It's in the clouds. It's right here, dog. Rather opportune timing, if ever there was.
Get up! Come on, the gods won't give us another chance!
Alright, out of my way. I know where I'm going. We're speedrunning the intro here. Excuse me.
You need to get over here! Now!
Yeah, get that kid out of the way.
Stay close to the wall!
Oh, we beat him there. Excuse me. Actually ran out of run energy. This is a good one. Oh, excuse me, Lassie.
It's you and me, prisoner! Stay close!
Now, we can go into the keep this way if we want, but I'm not going to. Or that's not, they're both in the keep, but they're different parts of the keep. The point is, right there, it forces us into a scenario, which maybe I shouldn't have ran so fast, where we choose which faction we're going to align with. It really has no bearing, you can change it at any time. But for the beginning of the game, you have to choose one, and you're going to kill the rest of the others to get out of here alive.
There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can
Now,
find
the
something for these
game
bones.
wants you to align with the Stormcloaks because that's the classic,
You better get some gear.
rebel thing. Like, if it were Star Wars, we would be aligning with the rebels because
Let's
they're
keep
like
moving.
doing the right thing or
Still
whatever.
out there.
But as is revealed through the storyline of actually not really the main storyline, but through some of the side storylines of this game and a lot of the lore, which is very deep. The Stormcloaks, whose leader is that Ulfric Stormcloak guy, are really just a bunch of whiny babies. And we'll talk more about that in the future, but right now I have to prepare for combat. In particular, let me put this stuff on. Let me equip an iron sword. Well, actually, right now, I'm going to go to the skills tab and just take a look around. The base level, these are all of the skills that we will level as we go. These are not plot related, and plot is not required or anything, but these are ways that we upgrade our character. And they all are regularly start at 15, but each character's race, each different race gets different bonuses, so I get +5 to pickpocket, for instance, and +10 to lockpicking. I may never take a single perk in lockpicking as it is, because it's just not very useful. But having a little bit of extra sneak is really good. Argonians are sneaky, so I'm going to be sneaky. I'm thinking that I'll just do a sneak archer with dagger one-handed, and that will do us pretty well. And then I'll just have some basic healing spells. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make these things my favorites. I have water breathing since I'm Argonian, which is nice. And now when I press F, I have these 3 things. I'll just select this because I can have it selected whenever I want. This is a quote-unquote power that I can use once a day. And then we've got flames and healing. I usually put healing on 1 and flames on 2.
Hear that? Storm clouds.
And
maybe
what game difficulty do I have it on? Adept. That seems fine. I think that's like medium.
reason with them.
Maybe we can reason with them. I see some combat XP. So actually, my magicka is low. Yes, thank you, I'm aware.
That's the end of that.
Good job, Hadvar.
Let me see if I can get that door.
So I'm going to take everything that's on them that's light. The Warhammer is not light, because this stuff I can sell later to get some starter cash. I should also, this is like my only melee weapon, so I'm going to put this on my hotkeys. So now we just have to get out of this place. Press R to ready my weapon. Here I am, and I've got the flames in the other hand. Ooh. Cave-in. Hello. So there's going to be two guys here when I open the door. And if I walk in like this, I will get a little bit of sneak XP, I think.
What do you do? What was that? Huh?
Burn, baby, burn, burn. Oh, Hadvar got hit pretty bad there, but he survived. You're fine. Let me take these. Everything that's going to make me money. Health potion, huge. These wines I can sell to the general store. Don't need any of these. I'll grab what's in here because I have to, so that the game knows I know how to open chests.
Done then.
Ready to go. Now, who will we see next? That's really the fastest you can run?
The torture room. Gods, I wish we'd hear that.
I wish we didn't need these, he was about to say. Oh, all in the back there. Very nice. I didn't even have to do anything here. Oh, she killed the assistant. Awesome. Too bad you. Oh, it's a dude. Couldn't kill anybody else. That's not very common for him to actually, for them to kill one of us here. And it doesn't matter either, but it's interesting.
Don't you even know what's going on? A dragon is attacking Helgen.
Plot going on in the background. Not plot, actually. Let's just get some lock picking here. Boom. There's nothing in these cages except for this middle one, which contains some magic gear if you want to be a mage. We get a little book that teaches us sparks. So we've got flames, ice, and sparks. And we've also got healing. There we go. So we got a little bit of XP for opening those. Same thing goes here. And they're novice locks. And again, I have an extra 10 levels in lock picking, so this is easy. We can see from the bar at the bottom, boom. And I'm getting my first level, Meepus's first level. That guy has ragged robes and nothing else, but the skeletons have bone meal. And that is an alchemical ingredient that we can use later.
Where in Oblivion are we supposed to go? Where's the way out?
One of the 5 voice actors in the game. No shade. He's awesome. Alright, we got a destruction level, which affects the damage our flames do. These dudes are standing on oil for some reason, so I'm just gonna... Where? Oh, there you are. I was wondering where this dude was.
Damn! Where'd you go?
Ooh. Ow! My bro shot me. That was Hadvar. There is another one of them who's an archer now. Oh, you're not even looking at me. Well, I'm gonna get the bow and arrows. Oh, did I? Oh, I missed. I accidentally did a running power attack instead of a standing one, so it launched me forward. Awesome. Well, let's get the healing out so we get a little bit of restoration XP. Iron arrow, longbow. This. Methinks the music is a touch loud, even though I love it. There we go. Already halfway to level 2, that's nice.
Let's see what this.
Alright, I'm also going to go to weapons, and I'm going to favorite the dagger and the longbow. Dagger goes on 5, longbow goes on 3, is the way I normally play. What the... Oh, I glitched him out by accident. Normally there might be some stuff back there, but not at this juncture. There's going to be a bear up here. See? As well as an opportunity. Oh no, first we got these things. Well, let me do this fast before Hadvar catches up to me. We do double damage when they haven't detected us. Oh, what a shot. Ooh, and we squeezed the shit out of it. Now, a couple more are going to drop from the ceiling here when I walk across that line. And apparently they're going to float in the air, which they're not supposed to do. They're supposed to fall to the ground. But about 10% of the time, they don't.
Snakes.
Now we search these things because they have poison on them, which we might use at some point, but more likely we will sell it for a small buck. I haven't fully decided whether I'm going to use exploits in this playthrough. I'm going to I think I will, but like primarily not, so that you can really get a little bit of a sense of how the game is supposed to go, so that I'm not constantly thwarting the intentions of the developers at every turn.
Not the sneaking type,
Which
huh?
is now what people do. Not the sneaking type, you're wrong. I got a sneak level from that. You crazy idiot. Twice in the haunch. Sorry. Claw and pelt, also worth a little bit. It's all about these little bits. Yeah, there's nothing up there. I always think there is, but there's not.
This looks like the way out. I was starting to wonder if we'd ever make it.
Here we are. The great outdoors. No, I do not want survival mode. I want normal.
Wait.
Doesn't he fly over?
Looks like he's gone for good this time.
Maybe I missed it.
But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back.
Me
The
neither.
closest town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out.
So there we are. If you happen to be watching that, I'm pressing my hotkeys to change what's equipped. Is why is why it disappeared from there. I'm sure that looked weird. More alchemical ingredients along the side of the road. Ooh, and a butterfly. More alchemy. So this guy is now going to take us to the nearest town, which contains his uncle, and his uncle will give us some supplies. On the way there, we are going to stop by a couple of standing stones, which are all over the map, and when activated, they will give you a little bonus to a certain type of skill or activity. These three are the general starter ones, where you just pick a piece of the combat triangle, and we are going to do the Thief Stone. Those under the sign of the Thief will learn all stealth skills 20% faster. So I don't remember exactly what all of those are, but let's see. I think light armor is included in that. Archery might be. I think archery is included in the thief sign. Sneak, lockpicking, pickpocket. And I know alchemy is, so speech must also be. Alchemy is actually considered the thief and not the mage stone, as perhaps it might be. So now we get 20% more XP in all those skills. What is my carry weight? 200 out of 300. That means I'm going to stop at Ember Shard Mine, kill the guard outside the door, who you can just see at the top of the screen. Oh, I missed and got detected, and then I missed again. But you're no match for me. Haha. Grab some of this stuff. Steel sword is better than iron sword, so I will favorite this, unfavorite the iron sword, and go to, right, now go to my favorites, and boom, 4. Now we're almost level 2. I guess, so here I'm going to go through this mine, and it's a pretty simple dungeon crawl. I'll explain a little bit of the backstory as to why I chose the Imperials. Ahem. So as we were coming in, you will remember, and I'm also going to go in here to the settings, to audio, and turn the voice way down so that when people talk over me, it doesn't get overwhelming, because that's going to happen a little bit here. Like we're about to walk in here, and there's 2 guys down to the right who are going to start talking about how no one's ever going to stumble in, sneak in here because they set up the trap that, you know, the tripwire that I just walked past, and there's the guard outside the door. So that's rather humorous, but I've now spoiled it. Anyway, the backstory is that control over Skyrim, which is a territory on the continent of Tamriel. Tamriel has a lot of humans, and it also has a lot of elves. And the elves are very naturally gifted in magic, so they're quite strong as a general force. And there's a lot of human versus elf stuff overall in the in the Elder Scrolls lore. This, of course, being the 5th installment in the series. Now, the thing that the Stormcloaks are so upset about is that around, I'm not sure how many years before the start of this game, but within the last 30 years, let's say. Well, not let's say, definitely within the last 30 years. Sorry, I have to cough. Within the last 30 years, there was an enormous war between humans and elves. And it got to the point that the humans were kind of, not that they were like all humans were going to be extinguished, but in the capital city of the empire, which is like, as you can imagine, one of the main human things. And the empire is bigger than even the continent of Tamriel. So here in Skyrim, it's like just a province to them or whatever. I have to do this to continue. The elves and humans went to war, and it went really badly for the humans. But at the very end, when the elves had the humans backed into a corner in their own home city, the humans mounted a surprise counterattack that was temporarily victorious, in the sense that they gained just enough power to, like, for enough time to broker a peace deal. It was really, they had the element of surprise. They were severely outnumbered and could never have won under normal circumstances. And then after this little push that they made, it really was only a matter of time before reinforcements arrived that would certainly overwhelm them. Now, it was necessary for the survival of the empire in this area of the world, and remember again, that's the capital. It was necessary for it to exist, for them to make a at least temporary peace deal, because otherwise they were going to be run over in a little bit of time. And they really just had one way out, and that was to launch this surprise counterattack that they did. But again, this wasn't a long-term fix. They were still on the clock, going to lose. Now, the peace treaty still stands today, but the Empire is steadily losing traction and losing ground in this region to the elves. And what the Stormcloaks are upset about, and why they are rebelling, is because they are upset that the Empire was like so pussy that they created a peace deal when they should have just killed all the elves. The Stormcloaks are just opposed to that peace deal in its entirety, which, I have to say it's my opinion, but frankly it's fact. It was necessary. They would not have survived if they did not do that. They would have been wiped out, and the Empire would cease to exist forever. Now the Stormcloaks, though, the Stormcloaks say, well, that's fine. We don't want the Empire. And you know, there is something to that. However, the growing presence of the elves and the growing threat is not, it's too much for the Empire to handle. So the Empire is having to do all kinds of like negotiations. Oh, I didn't see this guy. And making deals with the elves, and, you know, making promises and bowing to them sometimes, and the Stormcloaks say, well, you know, we should have nipped this in the bud. It should never have been allowed to get to this point. But that was just the only option. It had to be this way. And the Stormcloaks need to grow up and realize that the only way out of this mess with the elves, who they hate even more than the Empire, the only way we're going to get through that is with the help of the Empire, because they're vastly stronger. If the Stormcloaks tried to do it on their own, they would become a laughingstock. it would be like shooting puppies for the elves. But the Stormcloaks are a native people to Skyrim. They're Nords, and that doesn't mean that they're from Norway. But it's like that same that it's sort of that milieu. Click, 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 click. Get the money, get the money, get the money. Ooh, and these things too. We are almost at our limit of carry weight, but we're also about to finish the dungeon, so it's fine. And we're also almost to the end of the explanation. I can't remember if there are more people. I don't think there are. Yeah, no, we're done here. Well, I mean, yeah, that's really where we are. What broke out, I also should say, I guess, what made the Civil War officially break out, apart from the Stormcloaks just being a bunch of people who were upset with a decision that was made, was that leader who was in bondage and who is now considered at large again, Ulfric Stormcloak. I guess I'll spoil, yeah, he's alive, he's fine. We did not see him, but he escaped just like we did. He murdered one of the High Kings of Skyrim. So if I zoom out here to the world map, our nearest hold is Whiterun. The hold the hold is like the state sort of, and Whiterun is the capital city of Whiterun Hold. There's Morthal, which is the capital city of it's not I forget what it's called. This might be the Pale is up here in Dawnstar. Solitude, I forget what that's called, but that's the capital of the Imperial here, the Empire here in Skyrim. Each of these has like a leader, and Ulfric Stormcloak, who is the Jarl of, Windhelm, went to Solitude, to the palace of the new High King, which is an imperial thing, and he was upset because the dude was young and just became king. He was like 14 or whatever, and they were giving him more power than anyone ever before. So this, of course, infuriated the Skyrim native who hates the Empire, so he went to the palace and killed the king using the voice, which is a sort of mystical power that we will learn more about as we go, that is highly, highly exclusive. Few in the entire world and in history have ever been capable of using the voice. But this guy murdered somebody with it, and so, of course, that started a war. And our friend Hadvar here just gave the story to his uncle Alvor. We're now going to go inside and help. However, I want to talk to you, Findle. What's your problem with Sven?
An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I've been thinking.
I should
Give her this letter and see.
turn the voice back up now. Was it at the max? I don't quite remember. That ought to be fine.
Sven?
I just started a side quest that'll give me some favor with that guy, and he's helpful for archery training. So before we go in there, however, I'm going to go to the Riverwood Trader.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop.
I'll ask about that in a minute, but
Trinkets,
right now
odds
I'm
and
just going to
ends,
sell
that
my
sort of
stuff.
thing.
So everything up here is what he has. I'm going to buy any iron ore he has, just for later. And I'm going to sell him my wines. I'm going to sell him anything he'll buy, basically. These are, except for alchemical ingredients, which of course I can use. I don't need any of this armor. I took all of this to sell. Boom, boom. Oh, I can wear these, of course. Iron Mace can sell. He's starting to run out of money. Am I going to sell? No, I'll keep those for later. I have a use for them. Sell the book. I don't need this. This. I don't need that. Oh, 12 of them, jeez. Boom. And there we go. Now we have a lot more.
I better get
Now our carry weight is at 60 instead of 298 or whatever it was. Oh, I forgot to ask him about the quest, but let's go in and actually, like, follow the story.
Sigrid, we have company. Ain't every day we get...
What the heck?
But what's all this
There's
about?
always weird
What are
physics
you
with
two
this
doing
stuff.
here?
I'll take this and this. The potions. Hot and brewed mead sells for a pretty penny. That's all.
What? That explains what I saw earlier. The Jarl
So did I...
We need to get word to
Sometimes it's a
Jarl
little
Balgruuf
weird.
and
Okay.
Whiterun
So
to
he
send
then
whatever
just told his
soldiers
uncle
he
the
can.
story.
Worried about you.
And they're saying, oh my god, our town is tiny and defenseless, and if there's a dragon on the loose, we need you to go to Whiterun and tell the Jarl, who's like their local head, that we need help and to send troops here. So I am going to do that. However, I'm going to go back in the Riverwood Trader and accept this quest.
My sister, yeah, we did have a bit of an ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those...
Note that
thieves, you
we've
should
already
head to
heard the
Falls
same voice
Barrow,
actor
northeast of
twice.
town.
But it's okay, it's really
Yes.
funny. And as I said, I like the guy. So, let's go to... Well, they're both this way. But I can either go to the... No, that's right. I remember now. We're going to go to Bleak Falls Barrow first, and you'll see why later. Before we do... Did I go? Oh, no, it's up this way. Before we go finish, like, do the correct story and all that, we are going to do the introductory dungeon, which is a model for... There we go, I did get it. The rest of the dungeons in the game. So you'll see how they generally work. This one is guarded by some bandits who stole a golden claw from that guy Lucan Valerius down there, the local trader, the local merchant. And as we will later see, the claw opens a door in the dungeon that enables us to travel further. Now, leaning on that tree right there is an enemy. And one of them also just walked into that tower. Let's see, maybe about this. Nice. Can I get it? Oh, quick one, you're down. Now your buddy's gonna come investigate. Oh, of course you moved. Oh, nice, I hit you. What the... I would have loved to get his stuff, but, oh well. Yeah, I don't feel like going down there. Let me flip you over. I want to see where I shot you. Oh, the second one was an ankle shot, I think. I think this was the first one, center of mass. First shot was good. Poor bastard. Can't get my arrows back. Sometimes you do. Now, there's also someone at the top of the tower here who's wearing heavy steel armor, so I'm gonna burn her.
Now ain't this a surprise?
That's rough, buddy. Now, I would take this stuff, but it doesn't sell for that much. It's also really heavy. There's usually not that much good in there, but something. You know what? Just because you attacked me. Oh, come on. Ugh. They can be hard to move sometimes. I want to throw you off the thing. Oh well, you're not budging. Sometimes they get awkwardly stuck on the terrain, you know. This dude's not stuck though. Oh, I dropped him. Dropped him again. All right. Back to our regularly scheduled programming of Bleak Falls Barrow. End of episode 1.